Hey, 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 what's happening, everyone? Welcome to my live call. Today is the 14-day challenge. Day number 6, I think, because we started Tuesday, right? We started November 3rd, so might be 4th or 5th day. Anyway, so it's the 14-day challenge, and today I wanted to be discussing, are you struggling with staying focused this week because this is an area that I have been trying to get back on track this week, and especially with the election, there's a lot going on, a lot of news that just wants to captivate you. And so we're going to be discussing that, how to get back on track, how to get back to having that focus that you really need to have. So again, my name is Chad Allen, and my whole motto is to help professionals and their families transform their lives so that they can spend more time with their families and not miss those very, very special moments. And I do that through um, sharing all about health and all about mindset transformation and that kind of thing. So, a little bit about my backstory. When I was married in 2015, my wife became pregnant at in February of 2016, and by week 30, we found out that she had breast cancer, and she decided not to do any kind of chemo or anything like that. And then by time our daughter was born, her cancer had progressed to a stage 4, and we did a little bit of chemo after that, chemo and integrative treatment after that, and then we moved to the Philippines. And then, unfortunately, when my daughter was 9 months old, she died of her breast cancer. I stayed there in the Philippines for about 2.5 years, and about a year out, a little over a year after my first wife died, I was blessed with a beautiful, beautiful wife who is also an awesome mom to our daughter. And then uh, about 8 months later, we were able to move back here to the United States. So ever since the death of my first wife, I've been looking for a way to help others have a transformational life, to help others with their health, and to find ways that where they can boost their immune system in such a way where they can have the kind of health that they always wanted, even if they're fighting cancer, autoimmune disease, whatever. And I believe I found that way, and I'm really, really excited for the transformations that I have been helping with other people, and I know that it will help you as well. So today we are going to be discussing, are you feeling like you are not being focused, that you're not being focused enough in your daily tasks to really get past the get past what's going on in the nation and the world as a whole. And it's so easy to get caught up in the news and to get caught up with the negativity that is present there. I am certainly guilty of that. I've allowed myself to be taken away from my daily tasks in my business and other areas, that I started to focus more on those things instead of the things that are truly important in life, and that is doing working your business and being with your family more and this kind of thing. So 3 tips that I will be sharing today that I think will help you, because it helps me. It helps me to maintain focus in areas where I haven't been so focused at, especially with everything going on in the United States. And I believe that it will help you too. So hold on. So first things first. When we are when you are noticing yourself becoming so uh how would I say it, like you're focusing on one thing the whole time, and that's all you're doing is focus on one thing, and you're getting angry, you're getting upset, or you're allowing that emotion to control you in who you are, and you're reacting in such a way, then once you realize what is really going on, you need to take a step back. You need to stop and tell yourself no more. And then, so your first action should be turn off the news. Turn off the news. Turn it off. Turn off the social media on the areas where it's all negative, and begin to focus on what is important and how you can get yourself back on track, because that's really what is important, right? You know, whatever happens in the election, whatever happens in the world, you as an individual cannot you cannot control what happens, right? You know, you you voted in the election, you did your part. Maybe you're praying, maybe you are intercessing for the nation, and maybe you're acting out that faith by going to the counting centers, and if you're in the battleground state, and praying and singing and being the activist that you are wanting to be. With that stated, we cannot allow ourselves to become uh, so indulged with these things that we forget to take care of what is important in our life. You know, that is taking care of our families. You know, taking care of our daily task, our daily life. You know, that's what is important, right? I mean, you know, the government's not going to pay our stuff, and if they did, it's not going to be enough, right? So I had a quote on my post that stated, when we become so dependent a on others or a nation, we tend to lose that vision and that synthetic imagination that we had when we were uh, before we were a great nation, right? There was a lot of ingenuity, a lot of creativity that taking place that was being uh, presented for the betterment of mankind. So, as a people, when you start becoming so negative in your life, when you allow the negativity to really get to you, you start becoming controlled by the current events. You tend to lose that creative and synthetic imagination that you have in your mind. So you have to learn how to separate those things that are keeping you from what is being important, and and begin to reassess and connect that imagination, that vision that you had for yourself and for your family, and you know, maybe you have something that's so great that it will help mankind as a whole. So turn off the news, turn off the social media in the areas where it's completely negative, and that's the number one thing that you really should be doing. And trust me, I've been guilty of that. So, and and I have corrected that to a great degree. It's still there a little bit, but I have to correct it to a great degree where I know that, oh, you know, I've really slacked on this area, and I need to get back to this particular area. And the second thing, so the number two thing, once you disconnect from all the negativity in your that's going on in your life, then you need to begin to listen to mindset type training. You know, there's a lot of stuff out there like that, the power of your subconscious mind. The ego is the enemy. The obstacle is the way. Um, There's the Success Code, the Secret Code of Success. There are so many books out there that can really help you, whether they're audio books or whether they are stuff that you're reading, and it would really help you. So start listening to mindset type books that would really help you to get back on track. And this is something that I've done on many occasions to help me be focused on what I really need to be focused on, and that is creating a positive future and a positive financial future for my family and a health that would really empower them. So these are things that we are working on, uh, you know, most definitely, within us. So the number three thing, so once you did all that stuff, the number three thing, you can do all of that stuff. You can do everything in the world, the power mind, turn off the news. But if you're not willing to take action, you are not going to have the kind of success that you are looking for, in your life. It's just not going to happen. So you need to be able to put into action your plan that you have. Once able to get back on track, to get back on focus, if you got to take that action, and that is what is super important for you as a an individual. So do those three things, and I think you'll begin to get yourself back on track. Your mind will be more in focus, and whatever goes on in the world, whatever goes on out there, just try to compartmentalize that to a point where it's not going to affect your daily activities for your family, for your business, or for your work, or whatever. So you need to be able to separate all those things, and then know that there's not much that you can do when it comes to the current events, elections, whatever. But there is a whole lot that you could do as a person to secure your future for you and your family. And that is what is important. That is the most important thing that you can do, is to work on yourself, and to work with your family, and to work with, if you have a business, build that business as well. So with that stated, I have a product that I've been really helping a lot of people. So this is completely separate from what we just talked about, but I have a product that I really believe will help you as an individual. And whatever you have, like you have autoimmune disease, you have maybe you have your cancer, maybe you just want to have better health, maybe it is maybe you're looking to have improvement in certain areas of your life, like weight loss or whatnot. And if that is something that you want to learn more about, I will uh, send you those things. I have 7 tips that I really believe that will really help you to improve your health overall, and not related to the product itself, but I have 7 free tips that you can learn more about, and I will send that free guide to you. And just have to message me, or send me a private message, and I would definitely get that to you. And I want to thank you for being on the live call tonight. You have a blessed day, and we will see you tomorrow on, I believe it will be day number 6 or something like that, for the 14-day challenge. Take care. Bye bye.